Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you my 800th video on YouTube today. I can't believe it's my 800th video. I actually started doing this on April 3rd, 2012, and I'm still doing it to today. And it feels like a lot of changes has definitely happened since my 700th video. Because I started doing the Mass and Sawyer Wrestling Corner at school, and I can't even do that now anymore because no school. If you want to check those videos out, you can click right there. And I started, just made a lot of friends since then, so I'm pretty happy from where I'm at now. Um, and I want to thank you guys for all the support. Thank you. Thanks everyone who left comments on the video. Thank you everyone that's watched the videos. Thanks everyone that subscribed to the video. I just want to pretty much thank all the fans that have supported me throughout. And I just want to thank you guys, You guys, part of the reason I do this, another reason I do this is because I like to make the videos. It's a nice hobby to have, and I'm happy to do this, and I'm happy to grow my channel as much as I can. Um, Now, this is going to be an odd video, but I'm going to just do this. Um, I am going to be doing some trivia that I'm of about wrestling online. Um, and I'm pretty much just going to do this until I don't want to do it anymore. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be, but I'm just going to keep doing it until I don't want to do it. So I'm just going to I just Googled some trivia stuff that I'm going to do, and I'm just going to keep doing it till I don't want to do it. So the first one is WWE Champions. I'm going to do this one. Um, Now this goes all the way up to 2015, so that's good stuff. So let's just do this. I'm just going to keep doing this until I can't do it anymore. Alright, so it goes all the way up to 2015. Let's do it. Alright, so and I have 8 minutes to do it. One of them is, there's 45 people I can do. So I know one of them's John Cena. Another one's Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, and it only is counting like one reign. They're not gonna count multiple reigns, so that's cool. The Miz, Batista, Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Big Show, Vince McMahon, The Rock, Stone Cold, Bob Backlund, Jeff Hardy, JBL, Edge, Chris Jericho, Rob Van Dam, Pedro Morales, I don't know how to spell his name, so I'm just gonna look it up. Pedro Morales. Okay. Bruno Sammartino, Buddy Rogers, Hulk Hogan, Sergeant Slaughter, Ultimate Warrior, Can't even spell his name. Okay. What? Okay, Ultimate Warrior is not popping up, so I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Diesel. Bret Hart. CM Punk. Alberto Del Rio. Rey Mysterio. Sheamus. Brock Lesnar. Mankind. Kane. Psycho Sid. Not Nikolai Volkov. Who was the guy that broke Bruno Sammartino's streak? Iron Sheik, I know, was one. Ivan Koloff. No. Trying to think who else. Andre the Giant. Ultimate. Okay, it finally went. Superstar Billy Graham. I can't think of anybody else, so I'm just gonna. Actually, no. The rule is I can't decide. The rule is I can't give up. No, Piper was never WWE champion. Trying to think who else was WWE champion. Ivan Volkov. Yes, I got it. And I ran out of time. The ones I missed were Yokozuna and Stan Stasiak. I usually miss Stan Stasiak, actually. But I ran out of time. So, now I'm going to do another one. How much time did that take? It didn't take that long. As if this isn't the most entertaining video, whatever, at least it's a different kind of video. So now I'm going to do WWE World Heavyweight Champions. Now the lot goes all the way up to 2015. Alright, so one is the first one, Triple H. Gotta obviously include him, and it goes through all the reigns. So I have all of Triple H's reigns. I have like 6 minutes to do this, and I have 59 people. I gotta put CM Punk is another one I can put. Chris Benoit, even though the WWE doesn't like to reference that one. Goldberg. John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Jack Swagger. By the way, Jeff Hardy somehow just got in there. I don't know how. Edge. Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus. Big Show. Batista. The Great Khali, unfortunately. That should have never happened, but it did. Undertaker. Kane. Dolph Ziggler. Christian. Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar, because I guess they count the combined ones for some odd reason. I don't know why. Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle. And last but certainly not least, Mark Henry. No, I guess that wasn't the last one. The last one is Booker T. Or Ken Booker, as you want to know him as. And I finished that, and I did it with 3 minutes and 54 seconds to spare, so that's pretty good. Alright, so now let's do WWE Intercontinental Champions. I'm doing all the way up to 2015. I have 10 minutes to do this, so let's see if I can do this. Okay, alright, so let's do it. I have 150 answers to put. One's Triple H. Another one is Bad News Barrett. Kane. Test. The first Intercontinental Champion, Pat Patterson. Orton. Randy Orton, Edge, Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, William Regal, Booker T, Christian, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, D'Lo Brown, X-Pac. No, X-Pac's never hold it. Eddie Guerrero, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, Big Show, Wade Barrett, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, Rey Mysterio, John Morrison, And also Johnny Nitro, because that was his other gimmick. But it doesn't come up. Probably already put it in there. Yeah. JBL. So hard. In a way. Diesel. Razor. Shawn Michaels. And then Razor Ramon. Jeff Jarrett. That's my Facebook going off, by the way, if nobody knows. Umaga. Santino. Morella. Honky Tonk Man. The Honky Tonk Man, I should say. Ultimate. I'm going to pause it, look him up, come back. Because you can pause it, actually. I just got to do this real quick. Rick Rude. Rowdy Piper. Owen Hart. Bret Hart. And, the British Bulldog. Kurt Angle. Rikishi. Shelton Benjamin. Rob Van Dam. Dolph Ziggler. I thought I put him, but I guess I didn't. Luke Harper. Curtis Axel. Big E Langston. Ezekiel Jackson. Drew McIntyre. Albert. Ken Shamrock. Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock. Carlito. Ric Flair. Ricky Steamboat. Randy Savage. Tito Santana. Trying to think of who else. Billy Gunn. Road Dogg. Mr. Perfect. China. Hardcore Holly Oh, man. Ted DiBiase. Come on. I don't see Ted DiBiase's name anywhere, but I'll take the word for it. Ted DiBiase. Oh. I'll take the word for it. If it's not there, that's not there. Uh, trying to think who could have Val Venus. I'm just gonna guess. Yeah, I actually just guessed on that one. Damn, I can't think of anybody. I gotta give up on this one. I'll tell you the ones I missed. I missed The Godfather. I always forget about him. Mark Mello, Ab Johnson, Ken Patera, Pedro Morales. I actually shouldn't have forgot about him. Don Morocco, Greg Valentine, Texas Tornado, the Mountie, Marty Jannetty, and Dean Douglas. Those are the ones I forgot about. So let's do another one. How much time am I into this video? I'm in 21 minutes and 44 seconds. So now we're going to do most WWE belts. This is wrestlers who held the WWE championships the most times. And I have 3 minutes to do this. I got to put 14 people in. So let's do this. Alright, so I know Cena's got to be in here. Obviously, Ric Flair. No, Ric Flair isn't. That's a shock, but Triple H has to be in here. Punk? No. Angle has to be in here. Obviously, Lesnar can't be in here. The Rock. Stone Cold. Wow, Stone Cold Steve Austin held the title less times than The Rock. That's kind of insane. I know I already just put Kurt Angle, Mick Foley, but it says Mankind, but that does still count. Trying to think of who else. Chris Benoit, I know never hold one. Randy Orton. Trying to think of all the WWE champions. Barrett, I know has never hold one. Miz has only held it once. Just thinking. Del Rio, I know has never done it. Edge. Not Jeff Hardy. Not JBL because he's only held it once. Not RVD. Oh wow. Not Kane. Undertaker. Not Vince McMahon. Hulk Hogan. I actually can't believe I didn't think of him till just now, by the way. Batista. No. Big Show. Oh, what? That's... Oh, he's only held it twice. I was thinking of a different title. Not DiBiase, not Andre the Giant. Not Ultimate Warrior, he's only hold it. Savage. No, only hold it. Ugh. Damn it. The ones I missed were Bret Hart, Brock Lesnar. Oh, they did count Brock Lesnar's. And he did hold it 3 times. Shawn Michaels and Daniel Bryan. That one wasn't a very good one. So now we're gonna do 2014 Royal Rumble participants. Let's see if I can name who's participated in the Royal Rumble. Alright, so I know Batista obviously did because he won the thing. Ryback, Rusev, but in this he's known as Alexander Rusev. Rollins, Seth Rollins, Damien Sandow. Was Curtis Axel in it? Nope. CM Punk, Kane, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Cody Rhodes, Goldust, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan. I know Daniel Bryan for a fact wasn't in this match because they didn't want him in there. Del Rio, Alberto Del Rio. Kevin Nash, JBL, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Sheamus, and then I'll put Roman Reigns. Fandango, El Torito, Biggie. I don't know if I think Xavier Woods was in it. No. R-Truth, Cesaro, but he was known as Antonio Cesaro then. Jack Swagger, because I remember they were a tag team then. Trying to think of who else was in this. Dolph Ziggler. Just thinking. Okay, oh, Kofi Kingston. Because he had his big Royal Rumble moment. I can't think of anybody else on the right side. I missed the Great Khali, The Miz, and Rey Mysterio. I actually should have known it was Rey Mysterio because of the whole thing that happened with him. Alright, so now let's do ECW World Heavyweight Champions. I have 5 minutes to do this, and I gotta name 42 guys, so let's do this. Tommy Dreamer. Sandman. Terry Funk. Big Show. Rob Van Dam. CM Punk. John Morrison. But he here is known as Johnny Nitro because that's how he won the championship. Vince McMahon. Bobby Lashley. Chavo Guerrero. Kane. Mark Henry. Matt Hardy. Jack Swagger. Christian. Ezekiel Jackson. Taz. Mike Awesome. Sabu. I already did Terry Funk. Stone Cold. No. Bam Bam Bigelow. No. I don't know anybody else, not gonna lie. Wait, Mysterio I know wasn't. Well, oh, yeah, I can't name anybody else. I miss Shane Douglas, Mickey Whipwreck, Raven, Bam Bam Bigelow. I'm gonna count him. I just didn't know how to spell his name. Masato Tanaka, Justin Credible, Jerry Lynn, Steve Reno, and that's it. But yeah, that one I'm not very good about ECW. So now I'm doing famous wrestling pictures. So I just have to name pictures. This one's actually easy. I have 6 minutes to do this, and I got 20. I gotta go off of. All right, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Andre the Giant, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Randy Savage, Vince McMahon, Ric Flair, Undertaker, John Cena, Sting, Ultimate Warrior, Triple H, even his tattoo, that never happened, but Rowdy Piper, Mankind, I think is what they're going for, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Mr. Perfect. I don't know who this guy is, actually. Yeah, I can't do him. I don't know who that guy is. It was Jesse Ventura, but it looks nothing like Jesse Ventura, so. Okay, I just did the wrestling pictures one. How much time I got in this video? 32. I'm going to do individual WWE / World Tag Team Champions. I'm going to see. Is that the next one, actually? Yes. So let's do it. Holy crap. So I have to name the wrestlers that have held a tag team championship in WWE. I'm going to try. This one kind of looks difficult. Michaels, Triple H, John Cena, Batista, Kane, Undertaker, Ted DiBiase, Virgil. Nope. Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, the Usos, Taz, the Dudleys, Hardys, Edge, Christian, William Regal, Rikishi, Cody Rhodes, Goldust. I think I already did Goldust. Bret Hart. Then I just included all the Harts in there. Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins. I have like 13 minutes too. The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I already did Triple H. Big Boss Man. I just actually guessed on that one. Chris Benoit. Kurt Angle. JBL, Farouk. I don't know how to spell Farouk. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. Wow. Big Show. Heath Slater. Justin Gabriel. Tony Atlas. Miz. Chris Jericho. I already did Shawn Michaels. Road Dog. Billy Gunn. China. I just included Bulk Gun too, by the way. Randy Savage. Nope. RVD. Shelton Benjamin. Stin. Nope, no Stin. Charlie Haas. John Morrison. Zach Ryder. Kurt Hawkins. Raven. Hardcore Harley. I accidentally put D-Ho. Dean Malenko. Greg the Hammer Valentine. Ivan Koloff. Not Wade Barrett. Or Ezekiel Jackson. David Otunga. Michael. Michael. Miguel. Lacuddy. Paul London, Brian Kendrick, Chavo Guerrero and Eddie Guerrero, Kenzo Suzuki, Rene Dupuis, Tyson Kidd, David Hart Smith, Drew McIntyre. Trying to think of somebody else. Booker T. Test. Morella. Santino Morella. Vladimir Kozlov. Alright, trying to think of some more peoples. Evan Bourne. Primo, Carlito, Epico. R-Truth. Mark Henry. Don't know why I thought that one. Thought he said him. Rey Mysterio. Oh, he already did Daniel Bryan. He already did Kane. He already did Chris Jericho. X-Pac. Lance Cade. Trevor Murdoch. Deuce. Domino. Rocky Johnson. Tajiri. Trying to think. The Bashams. Doug and Danny Basham. So I'll put Doug. Okay, I don't know why he didn't come up. Danny. Joey Mercury. MVP. Did I do John Morrison? Yes. DiBiase. Ted DiBiase. Cody Rhodes, I already did him. Trying to think. Um, then it was the Usos that beat them, and then it was Cody Rhodes and Golden Stardust and that beat them, and then Damian Sandow. Then there was the Usos, and then was Cesaro. Now it's Biggie. Okay, I got 2 more minutes of this. Hulk Hogan was a tag team champion, actually. Forgot about that. Trying to think of more people's. Razor Ramon. Shawn Michaels already did him. Already did The Rock. Already did Steve Austin. Chris Benoit already did him. Rikishi. Scotty. Too Hardy. Grand Master Sexay. Trying to think of who else. It's amount of time. Let's go through the wrestlers I missed. I think I missed like a lot of them. I miss Adrian Adonis, Alpha, Al Snow, Andre the Giant, Arn Anderson, Axe, Barry Windham, Billy Kidman. Thought I put him in, but I guess I didn't. I think I thought of him, but didn't put him in. Billy White Wolf, Blackjack Lanza, Blackjack Mulligan. I think that says Bob Backlund. I didn't even know he was a tag team champion. Brian Knobs, Brutus Beefcake, Bull Butchin, Chief J Strongbow, Chris Canyon, Chuck Palumbo, CM Punk. I forgot CM Punk was a tag team champion. Crush, Danny Basham. I did say Danny. I didn't know why it didn't go in. Diamond Dallas Page, Dick Murdoch, Dino Bravo, Demonic Nusi, I think that says. Doug Basham. I Miss Dynamite Kid, Earthquake, Eric. I don't know who Eric is. It just says Eric. Eugene, Executioner number 1, also known as Killer Kowalski. Executioner number 2, also known as Big John Studd. Farouk, I'm going to count Farouk because I did think of him, but I didn't know how to spell his name. Haiku, Haystacks, Calhooten, Head Banner Mosh, Head Banner Thrasher, Heidenreich, Henry O. Godwin, the IRS, also known as Mike Rotundo, Ivan Putski, Jackie's, I think that says Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Sags, Jerry Valent, Jim Neihart, Jimmy Valent, Johnny Valent, Johnny, Jules Strongbow, Carl Gotch, Ken Shamrock, Kenny, Ken Curtis, Akua, Kofi Kingston. I thought I got Kofi Kingston, but apparently I didn't. Lance Storm, Larry Zabisco, Lewis Sardin, Luke Graham, Mabel, Marty Jannetty, Mick Foley, Marco Suksa, I don't know how to say his name, Mikey, Mitch, Moondog Ken, Moondog Rex, and Moondog Spot, Mr. Fuji, Mr. Satato, Nikki from the Spirit Squad, also known as Dolph Ziggler, Nikolai Volkov. I didn't get him, but I just didn't know how to spell his name, so I'm going to count him. Pat Barrett, Pedro Morales, Phineas One Godwin, Perry, I think that says Perry / Carl Outlet, Professor Tatanka, Renee Goutlet, Ric Flair, Rick Martel, Rick Steiner, Ricky Morton, Raikou, Road Warrior Animal, Rob Conway, Robert Gibson, Roddy Piper, Rousey, Samu, Scott Steiner, Sean O'Hare, Sika, Skip, Smash, Sonny Kin, Sullivan, Greener, Tarzan Tyler, Terry Funk, also known as Chainsaw Charlie, the British Bulldog, also known as Davy Boy Smith, the Godfather, the Hurricane, the Iron Sheik, Tito Santana, Tony Galway, Tony Perazzi, Tully Blanchard, Typhoon, Val Venus, also known as Chief Morley, Victor Rivera, Xavier Woods, I didn't know Xavier Woods counted, but whatever, Yokozuna, and Zip. So I missed a lot of guys. It's not easy to do this when you've done it so many times, but whatever. Let's do most I just did that one. Name a wrestler that. And I guess I name what happens in each category. Have 5 minutes to do this. And I got 20, so let's just do it. Name a wrestler that is main evented WrestleMania and Starrcade. I'm going to go with Hulk Hogan. Has entered the Royal Rumble first and last. I'm going to go with Mick Foley. No. Mick. Entered the Royal Rumble and for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Mick Foley. Entered the Royal Rumble first and last. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. I'm just gonna not do that one. NWO members. Which stands for New World Order. I know I can do this one. At least most of it. I have 11 minutes and there's 43 guys. Hulk Hogan. Kevin Nash. Scott Hall. Eric Bischoff. X-Pac. Even though his name was like 6 or something like that. The Giant. Randy Savage. Ted DiBiase. Stin. But he was like fake Stin. DDP, no, he never joined. Good. I know Chris Jericho, by any curiosity, I know he didn't join. Just had to check. Pro Harley. Roddy Piper. Bret Hart, I know joined. Ric Flair. Yeah, I don't know. Vince, yeah, I miss a lot of guys. I understand that. I think I'm getting a little drained at this point. I'm gonna find another one that I'm gonna do good at. Let's do every WrestleMania match ever. It goes all the way up to WrestleMania 31. So yes, and I have 12 minutes. So I'll start with WrestleMania 31 and work my way up. The first match on the show was, I don't know which one they're counting. I'm going to just put the ladder match for the IC title. So I'll put Daniel Bryan. Yeah, so it just says Daniel Bryan wins 7-man ladder match for WrestleMania 31. Alright, and then the next match was Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, so I'll just put Orton, because that will fill up a lot of space. And then the next match after that was Sting versus Triple H. Then the match after Sting versus Triple H, I believe, was the Divas match. Yes. which was AJ Lee and Paige versus the Bella Twins. Then the next match was John Cena versus Rusev. Then the next match was Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. And then the next match after that was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And for WrestleMania 30, I have all of WrestleMania 31. For WrestleMania 30, I have Daniel Bryan versus Triple H, John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker, AJ Lee wins 14 Diva match, and Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton versus Batista. The matches I'm missing is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal from that show. Which I have to probably put Cesaro, and it just says Cesaro wins Battle Royal. And Kane versus The Shield. It was The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws, actually. The matches I'm missing on this show is Randy Orton, Big Show, and Sheamus versus The Shield. What match was after that? Chris Jericho versus Fandango, I think. No. Trying to remember. The matches I have from WrestleMania 29 are The Shield versus Sheamus, Randy Orton, and Big Show. A missing match, Team Hell No versus Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. Chris Jericho versus Fandango, The Undertaker versus CM Punk, and Triple H versus Brock Lesnar, and John Cena versus The Rock. I don't know what the other one is, so I'm just going to put it up. WrestleMania 28 has Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan, Kane versus Randy Orton, Big Show versus Cody Rhodes, a blank match. I remember Kelly competed at WrestleMania, but I don't remember who she fought. Apparently it doesn't know either. But yeah, match I'm missing is CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. And Team Johnny versus Team Teddy. So that's the only one I know. From WrestleMania 27, I have Kane, Big Show, Santino Marella, and Kofi Kingston versus The Core. Randy Orton versus CM Punk, The Undertaker versus Triple H, and The Miz versus John Cena. I remember Dolph Ziggler was there. It was John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki versus Dolph Ziggler, Layla, and Michelle McCool. I'm missing Alberto Del Rio versus Edge, and that's the match that was missing. From WrestleMania 29, Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. I'm missing Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. What's the other match I'm missing? Just before the Undertaker Triple H match. Oh, Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler. Okay, WrestleMania 26. I have The Miz and Big Show versus John Morrison and R-Truth. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase Jr. Jack Swagger winning the Money in the Bank. Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. John Cena versus Batista. And The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I'm missing Bret Hart's matches. It was Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon. And I can't think of anything else from that show. And for the WrestleMania 25, I have CM Punk versus Kane versus Mark Henry versus MVP versus Shelton Benjamin versus Kofi Kingston versus Christian versus Finlay. The matches I'm missing are when Chris Jericho fought the Legends. And that was the match I'm missing off WrestleMania 26 too, was Chris Jericho versus Edge. What else am I missing? I already have that match. John Cena versus Edge versus Big Show. Triple H versus Randy Orton. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I remember there was a Divas Battle Royal that Santina Morello won. I don't remember anything else. Oh, I know what match I'm missing from WrestleMania 29, by the way. Ryback versus Mark Henry. Can't believe I forgot about that. So WrestleMania 24, so far I have CM Punk versus Shelton Benjamin versus Chris Jericho versus Carlito versus MVP versus Mr. Kennedy versus John Morrison. In the Money in the Bank ladder match, Kane versus Chavo Guerrero, Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Triple H, Floyd Mayweather versus The Big Show, and The Undertaker versus Edge. The matches I am missing is JBL versus Finlay, Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels, and that's all I remember. Then the matches I have from WrestleMania 23 are Mr. Kennedy versus Edge versus CM Punk versus Booker T versus Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy versus Finlay versus Randy Orton, The Great Khali versus Kane, The Undertaker versus Batista, and John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. The matches I'm missing are the ECW Originals versus the New Breed, RVD. Okay, good. What else am I missing? Batista. Oh, I already have that match. What was match? I don't remember what match was before that. Don't remember anything else from WrestleMania 23. WrestleMania 21 is, by the way, Eddie Guerrero. I'm just gonna put his name down there. Because some of his matches are missing. Triple H versus Batista is missing. Let's see, what else am I missing? Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon from WrestleMania 22. I'm just gonna put Randy Savage's name, Hogan, Warrior. Rude. Andre the Giant. Okay, I don't need to put his name. Let me just see. I'm not gonna go through every single one of these. Any match I know that happened. Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship from WrestleMania 19 is missing. What else? Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock from WrestleMania 17. Mankind, let's make sure his match with Big Show from WrestleMania 15 is in there. WrestleMania 21. It feels like there's another match missing from that show, but I don't know what. It's Trish Stratus. Let's make sure some of her matches are there. Let's see. Trying to think. What else? Owen Hart. Bret Hart. McMahon. No, Sheamus. Big Show. Big Show. Think what else? John Cena. I have John Cena, just in case. Trying to think of more peoples. Because I know I'm missing people. Chris Benoit. Kurt Angle. Already put Angle. Lesnar. Smash is already there. Guerrero. China. Foley. The Rock. Did I put his name at all? Chris Jericho. Punk. Ric Flair. Shawn Michaels. Christian. Mysterio. No, he already put his name. Edge. Booker T. JBL. No. Kali's already gone. Chris Benoit. MVP. No. Michael Sheena. No. Rhodes. Someone just posted status on Facebook, by the way. Miz. No Miz. See. I know Rusev, I didn't miss any. It doesn't matter. So let's see the matches that I missed. Okay, the match. I'm just gonna go in order. The matches that I missed from WrestleMania 1 were Tito Santana versus the Executioner, King Kong Bunny versus SD Jones, Ricky Steamboat versus Matt Bourne, David Sammartino versus Brutus Beefcake, Junkyard Dog versus Greg Valentine, Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik versus the U.S. Express, and Wendy Richter versus Leilani Kai. To be fair, I do know most of these matches happened, but I guess I just didn't go up on to look up WrestleMania 1. I was too focused on doing it in a different way. Alright, next match is Paul Orndorff versus Don Morocco, Jake Roberts versus George Wells, Mr. T versus Rowdy Piper, The Fabulous Moolah versus Velvet McIntyre, Corporal Cornisher versus Nikolai Volkov, the British Bulldogs versus the Dream Team, Ricky Steamboat versus Hercules Hernandez, Adrian Adonis versus Uncle Ebner, Terry and Haas Funk versus Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana, and that's all from WrestleMania 2. From WrestleMania 3, I missed Billy Jack Hayes versus Hercules, Hillbilly Jim, the Haiti Kid, and Little Beaver versus King Kong Bundy, Little Tokyo, and Lord Little Brook, the Dream Team versus the Rogue Brothers, Roddy Piper versus Adrian Adonis, Butch Reed versus Coco Beware, the Honky Tonk Man versus Jake Roberts, and the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov versus the Killer Bees. From WrestleMania 4, I missed Ted DiBiase versus Jim Duggan, Don Morocco versus Dino Bravo, Greg Valentine versus Ricky Steamboat, One Man Game versus Bam Bam Bigelow, Ted DiBiase versus Don Morocco, Brutus Beefcake versus Honky Tonk Man, the Islanders and Bobby Heenan versus the British Bulldog and Coco Beware, and Demolition versus Strike Force. So from WrestleMania 5, I miss Hercules versus Kin Haiku, Brutus Beefcake versus Ted DiBiase, the Bushwhackers versus the Fabulous Rogue G's, I don't know how to say that, Demolition versus the Powers of Pain and Mr. Fuji, Dino Bravo versus Ronnie Garvin, the Brainbusters versus Strike Force, Jim Duggan versus Bad News Brown, and the Red Rooster versus Bobby Heenan. So that's from WrestleMania 5. From WrestleMania 6, I missed Rick Martel versus Coco Beware, Earthquake versus Hercules, Brutus Beefcake versus Mr. Perfect, Rowdy Piper versus Bad News Brown, The Barbarian versus Tito Santana, Jim Duggan versus Dino Bravo, Ted DiBiase versus Jake Roberts, and the Big Boss Man versus Akeem. From WrestleMania 7, I missed the Texas Tornado versus Dino Bravo, the British Bulldog versus the Warlord, Jake Roberts versus Rick Martel, Tenry and Kyoto, I don't know how to say those names, versus Demolition, the Big Boss Man versus Mr. Perfect, Earthquake versus Greg Valentine, the Legion of Doom versus Power and Glory, Virgil versus Ted DiBiase, and the Mountie versus Tito Santana. And for WrestleMania 8...
I'll be back in a little bit. I guess
Okay.
you did pick up a little bit of your room.
Alright.
Not completely good.
Okay.
What about your OJ too?
I'll drink that soon.
Huh?
I'll drink that soon. So from WrestleMania 8, the matches I missed were the Big Boss Man.
Well, I probably, if I put it in that. You know what? We were going to. Did you drink some of it already?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So from WrestleMania 8, I missed the Big Boss Man, Virgil, Sergeant Slaughter, and Jim Duggan versus the Nasty Boys, Repo Man, and the Mountie. Tatanka versus Rick Martel. And the Natural Disasters versus Money Inc. And from WrestleMania 9, I missed the Steiner Brothers versus the Head Shrinkers, Doink the Clown versus Crush, Razor Ramon versus Bob Backlund, and Lex Luger versus Mr. Perfect. And from WrestleMania 10, I missed Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna versus Doink the Clown and Dink, Alundra Blaze versus Leilani Kai, Men on a Mission versus the Corbeckers, Yokozuna versus Lex Luger, and Earthquake versus Adam Bomb. From WrestleMania 11, I missed Lex Luger and the British Bulldog versus the Blue Brothers, I think that says. Razor Ramon versus Jeff Jarrett, and Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow. From WrestleMania 12, I missed Roddy Piper versus Goldust. I can't believe I missed that match, but apparently I did. If I got scrolled up, I probably wouldn't have missed it. From WrestleMania 13, I only missed the Legion of Doom and Abe Johnson versus the Nation of Domination. From WrestleMania 14, the only match I missed were Taka Mushinako versus Aguda. I don't know how to say those names. And Mark Mello and Sable versus Goldust and Luna. From WrestleMania 15, I miss Hardcore Harley versus Billy Gunn versus Al Snow. Butter Bean versus Bulk Gunn. Road Dogg versus Ken Shamrock versus Goldust versus Val Venus. And Sable versus Tori. From WrestleMania 2000, which is WrestleMania 16, I miss Big Bossman and Bo Butchman versus The Godfather and D'Lo Brown. TNA versus Head Cheese. Terry Reynolds versus The Cat, and that's it. From WrestleMania 17, I missed the Iron Sheik winning a Battle Royal. From WrestleMania 18, I missed Maven versus Goldust. I didn't miss any from WrestleMania 19. From WrestleMania 20, I missed Tori Wilson and Sable versus Stacy Keibler and Miss Jackie. And Victoria versus Molly Holly. I didn't miss any from WrestleMania 21. From WrestleMania 22, I missed Tori Wilson versus Candice Michelle. From WrestleMania 23, I missed Bobby Lashley versus Umaga and Melina versus Ashley. From WrestleMania 24, I missed Batista versus Umaga. Beth Phoenix and Melina versus Maria and Ashley. From WrestleMania, I didn't miss any from WrestleMania 25, 26, and 27. From WrestleMania 28, I missed Kelly and Maria Menounos versus Beth Phoenix and Eve. I should not have missed that match because I did put Kelly in the thing, so I'm not counting that as a miss. And that's all I missed. I didn't miss any from WrestleMania 21, 29, WrestleMania 30, and WrestleMania 31. So let me find another one to do real quick while I'm here. I'm gonna do I'm not going to do WWE WrestleMania main events, obviously, because I just did WrestleMania. And I'm not going to do Undertaker WrestleMania matches because I just did those. I'll do Royal Rumble. I'll do every SummerSlam match ever. Because does that go all the way to 2000? That goes all the way to 2014, which is the latest one. And one match, and I have 10 minutes to do this, and I have 217 things to write. One match that is not going to be there, though. Let me just refresh the page real quick. Because I is the Justin that I'm happy about is the one match that's not there is Justin Bieber, John Cena, and Big Show versus the Wyatt family. I'm happy that match isn't there. Let me go charge my computer real quick. I'm gonna get all the big four papers. Okay. So, I'm gonna just try to get the big four pay-per-views maybe or something, I don't know. But let's get this done. So, let's play this out. So I'm gonna put I know obviously from SummerSlam 2014 there was John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella. Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho, Roman Reigns. Versus Randy Orton. Dolph Ziggler versus Miz, and AJ Lee versus Paige. There's another match that's on here that I'm not getting. I don't know what it was, not gonna lie. So from SummerSlam 2013, the matches that I don't have time. Okay, let's go to SummerSlam. I'm just gonna start writing down people's names. Warrior, Hogan, Orton, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Cena, Lesnar, Angle, Rude, Sandow, Rhodes, Kofi Kingston, Booker T, Rey Mysterio, Batista, Iron Sheik, I don't know how to spell his name. Sergeant Slaughter. Savage. Randy Savage. It's like broken. Del Rio. Christian. Edge. Dudley Boys. Hodies. MVP. Jack Swagger. That's the one that I forgot about at SummerSlam, actually. Okay, Nexus, Bret Hart. No, Dino Bravo. Um, Big Boss Man. Roberts. Kane. Big Show. Seth Rollins. No Seth Rollins. Janetti. Okay, I don't know. Crap. I did Christian Jericho. Guerrero. Punk. R-Truth. R-Truth. Okay, Melina. Sheamus. Kennedy. DX. No DX. NWO. Hall. Nash. Kelly. Kelly. O'Brien. Daniel Bryan. Chris Benoit. Savio Vega. Ken Shamrock. Undertaker. Foley. The Walk. No, I did The Walk. Rhino. DDP. Al Snow. Val Venus. D'Lo Brown. Jeff Jarrett. RVD. Only did RVD. Get to Goldberg. Get to Triple H. Tajiri. A-Train. No A-Train. I'm trying to think. Bulldog. Sid. Vader. Mabel. Holly. Comma. Mr. Perfect. There we go. Dog. Junk Yard Dog. Andre the Giants. Savage. DiBiase. Okay, I got him. Brown. Demolition. Steamboat. I already did those two roads. Clown. Okay, I don't have time to do the West. Alright, let's go through the matches that I missed. So from SummerSlam 1988, the match I missed was the Power of Pain versus the Bolsheviks. So that was the only one I missed. The only one I missed from SummerSlam 1989 was Hercules versus Greg Valentine. The matches I missed from SummerSlam 1990 was Sensational Sherry versus Sapphire, The Warlord versus Tito Santana, Nikolai Volkov and Jim Duggan versus the Oriented Express, and that's the only ones. From 1991, I missed the Natural Disasters and versus the Bushwhackers, the Legion of Doom versus the Nasty Boys, and Owen R. Schleicher versus Greg Valentine. From 1992, I miss Nylons versus Virgil, the Natural Disasters versus the Beverly Brothers, and Crush versus Repo Man. From 1993, I missed the Steiner Brothers versus the Heavenly Bodies, Owen R. Schleicher versus the 1-2-3 Kid, Ludwig Borga versus Marty Jannetty, Tatanka and the Smoking Guns versus Bam Bam Bigelow and the Headshrinkers, and Lex Luger versus Yokozuna. From 1994, I miss IRS and Bam Bam Bigelow versus the Headshrinker, Alundra Blaze versus Bull Nakano, and Tatanka versus Lex Luger. From 1995, I miss Hakushi versus the 1-2-3 Kid, the Smoking Guns versus the Blue Brothers, Barry Horowitz, I don't know how to say that word, versus Skip, and Botha Faye versus Alundra Blaze. From 1996, I missed Goldust versus Mark Mallow. From 1997, I missed Goldust versus Brian Pillman and the Legion of Doom versus the Godwins. From 1998, I missed the Audis versus Kayante. I don't know how to say that name. From 1999, I missed Ivory versus Tori. From 2000, I missed X-Pac versus Road Dogg and the Cat versus Terry. I didn't miss any from 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. From SummerSlam 2013-11, I missed Natalia versus Brie Bella, and that's all. I got everything else, so I didn't do that bad on this one. I did slightly better. Now let's do, what can I do now? Ken of the Ring winners. Let's do that one. They have the current one. Alright, so let's do it. Barrett. Bad News Barrett. Sheamus. Booker T. Bret Hart. And Owen Hart's in there. Edge. I don't know why I'm going to put that, actually. Billy Gunn. Mabel. Ken Mabel. Brock Lesnar. Let me think. Triple H. Jerry the King Lawler. I don't know why. Jerry Lawler. That's not possible. Then how the hell is he calling himself Kin? Holy Race. Piper? No. I don't remember who else has won it. William Weagle. Yeah, I don't remember anybody else. Okay, so the ones I missed were Don Morocco, Randy Savage. I actually don't know how I forgot about him. Ted DiBiase, Tito Santana. I can't believe I actually forgot about Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ken Shamrock, and Kurt Angle. I think the reason I forgot about those is because my mind's starting to become a little bit drained. So let's see if I can do another one. Let's do the Royal Rumble. Let's do WWE Royal Rumble Final Four. So I'm doing all of them. So let's do it. We have Sheamus, he was a Final Four. We have Orton, he was a Final Four. We have Sandow. I'm just kidding. Benoit, because Undertaker, Austin, Rock, Big Show, Rey Mysterio, JBL. I don't know why I put JBL. Edge, DiBiase Jr. Well, DiBiase because I don't know. They all could have. Big John Studd. Cody Rhodes. Triple H. Kane. Rusev. Reigns. Batista. CM Punk. Think. Ryback. John Cena. And Randy Orton. No. I don't remember who were the. Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. Chris Jericho. Alberto Del Rio. Wade Barrett. Santino Marella. Shawn Michaels. RVD. Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hogan. Holly. I don't know why I put Holly. McMahon. Henry. Nash. Fake Diesel. That's awesome. Rock. Oh, yeah, we put the Rock. Trying to remember who won it. Oh, geez. Yokozuna. Savage. Whoa. Yeah. Duggan. One man gain. Don't know who else. Yeah, I don't know. I forget who else. So we have the ones I missed is from 1988. I missed Don Morocco and Dino Bravo. 1989, Rick Martel. 1990, Hercules, Rick Rude, and Mr. Perfect. 1991, Davey Boy Smith, Brian Knobs, and Earthquake. 1992, Sid Justice and Ric Flair. I should have known that. I don't know how I forgot that. 1993, Rick Martel and Bob Backlund. 1994, Head Shrinker and Fachu. Wait. 1994, Head Shrinker, Fachu, Legs Luger, and Bret Hart. I should have known those. 1995, Legs Luger, Crush, and Davey Boy Smith. I actually kind of should have known that one. 1996, Davey Boy Smith and Karma. 1997, Bret Hart. I actually should have known that one. I don't know how I didn't. 1998, Dude Love and Farouk. 1999 D'Lo Brown and Big Boss Man. 2000 X-Pac. 2001 Billy Gunn. 2002 Mr. Perfect and Kurt Angle. I actually should have known Kurt Angle at least. Didn't miss any for 2003. 2004. I missed Kurt Angle, and I didn't miss any of them for the rest. So let's go to the next one. I'll do another one. I'm not gonna do a Royal Rumble one. Let's see, which one can I do now? Which one can I do now? Which one can I do now? Now. I'm gonna do WWE Elimination Chamber participants. So let's do this. I have Randy Orton, Triple H, John Cena, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, Wade Barrett, Christian, Ted DiBiase Jr., Kofi Kingston, Edge, I'm missing, Sheamus, Kane, Mark Henry, Alberto Del Rio. Oh, I forgot Del Rio's never competed in one. I thought he did. Chris Jericho, Jack Swagger, the Great Khali, unfortunately, Big Daddy V, MVP, Finley, Batista, Undertaker, Big Show, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, R-Truth, Santino Marella, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, Bobby Lashley, John Morrison, Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels, JBL, Umaga, Vladimir Kozlov, Mike Knox, Test, Hardcore Holly, and LVD, Kurt Angle, Polito, Chris Masters, Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Chris Benoit. Booker T. And I completed that one with 1 minute and 34 seconds to spare. Okay, so one more, any more that I want to do before I go? No, well, I'll end it right there because I'm kind of getting drained from doing this. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for all the support. I know this is probably not going to be the best video, but I think it figured it would be better than it's I figured it'd be something different, something new, something kind of fun for me and I guess everybody else to see. I might do this in the future. Maybe I'll start making the series out of this. I'm not sure yet, but other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.